is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking BroadBrook Brewing Season of the Witch. See, can we get that up close? I don't think it's focusing on it. So, Season of the Witch is an imperial brown ale with a touch of honey in it. So we know it's fall. It's one of their seasonal offerings. It comes out in the fall, obviously. I just mentioned it, it's fall. It's one of the mainstays. It comes out every year. It comes up in the rotation. It's an imperial ale brewed with local honey that provides a subtle yet unique flavor. This brown ale ball is deep brown and with a foamy tan head, slightly dry and full of malt flavors, and a decent amount of hops to round it out. They've hired a new artist, so the cans and the artwork on the cans are becoming much more graphic in design. And like I said, I've had this before, obviously, I've just never reviewed it. So let's go ahead and give it a crack. They actually have their 4th anniversary coming up next Saturday, October 7th. I will be there, of course. And you know, we enjoy their beer so much, and they're great people. So we like reviewing their beers too. Go ahead and give it a pour. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave comments because we love talking about beer. Oh, what a lovely looking beer. So, it's a dark brown. You can see through it a little bit. And it's got about 2 fingers of nice dark foamy brown head on it, tan head on it. So obviously you get a little honey, but you really get that roasted, toasted malt, deep caramel. Yep, deep caramel, roasted malt, honey, and there's a hint of something else in there, and that's why I keep waffling here because I can't quite come up and put my finger on it. Got a little bit of earthiness in there. And I keep wanting to say a little bit of pepper, which I don't expect in this beer, but that was kind of what was wafting around there. And before I have this, I'm going to just raise up. My father's best friend passed away yesterday, a gentleman by the name of John Kruller. Loved the guy. He was around my entire life. He was probably there when I had my first beer when I was 2-3 years old. He definitely bought my first beer when I was bought my first beer in a bar for me. So cheers to John, and let's get on with our review. Ah, that is so good. Roasted malt, sweet honey. Oh, it finishes with a nice bready, like let's just take another sip and walk through the flavor profile again. So up front you get the caramel, and then you get the taste of the honey. And it's really sweet, but not overpowering. It's not cloyingly sweet. And then it finishes with like a saltine bready cracker. And then it finishes with a little bit of bitter at the end to take off the sweetness of the honey, to balance the sweetness of the honey. The brewmaster, Tommy, does a phenomenal job on the dark beers and the brown ales. Not that he doesn't do a great job in the IPAs too, but he really is he likes the browns better, personally, typically. Though I've seen him drink an awful lot of other flavors of beer too. So, bottom line, it's sweet, but balanced, malty, bready, caramely, just a mouthful of deliciousness. And now I'm actually getting a little sticky on the back of the tongue. The initial mouthfeel was pretty good, nice and smooth, but I'm getting a little sticky building on the tongue. And then in the very back, after that bready malt, if you wait around a little bit more rather than chugging it like I'm doing, or you wait around a little bit longer, you get just a hint of like black coffee. First off, amazingly complex for a brown ale. Usually they're earthy and malty, and that's kind of it, but there's definitely more stuff going on this one. A little hint of dark chocolate now. Every time I keep talking and letting it percolate, it gets a little bit better, a little bit more interesting. So obviously, you know, I'm going to score this really high because I'm flapping my gums, loving this. Little shout out to DJ, flapping my gums. And hopefully I can get a good picture of it because the artwork on this is phenomenal. In fact, it's not quite dark. I'll take it outside and get a picture of it. Score-wise, 94 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.